Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Today we are going to continue with dividing. Yesterday was 2-digit by a 1-digit, today is 3-digit by a 1-digit. So just like multiplication, that kind of next extra step, hopefully nothing too different. Before we start, have a go at your arithmetic starters please. Pause me and then I'll reveal the answers. Okie dokie, so here we go. Here's your answers again. Hopefully the first one was a bit of practice from what we did last week in multiplication, as was this one and this one as well. Okay, and then a little bit of addition and subtraction to keep you fresh as well. Another kind of arithmetic-y starter, just recapping what we did yesterday. So we've got 4 division statements down here. What I'd like you to do is have a go and see if you can match up the calculation to the answer. Okay, so 85 divided by 5, for example. If you have a go at that, find the answer is going to be one of these numbers here. You can use it anyway if you want to draw out the first number and place counters, divide it if you want to use the part whole, or if there's another method you've got, have a go there. Again, what I'll do is I will reveal the answers. Okay, if I just take 64 divided by 4, for example, now I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you a little teaser as to, this is my chosen method, and this is something we're going to look at today. Okay, so if I've got 64, I'll talk about it the same way we did yesterday. So when I'm dividing, remember I start on the left and I work my way right. So I start with the highest place value column. So I'm going right, I've got 6 tens. How many groups of 4 can I make out of that? I can make 1 group of 4, and then I'm going to have 2 left over. I've carried those, I've changed my 2 tens into 21s, and then if I've got 24 ones and I'm making how many groups of 4 can I make out of 24, and the answer is going to be 6. So my answer would be 16, and then if I just show you here, that should be what you've got as your answers. Okay, you'll probably notice there something changed about the way I was speaking. Yesterday we were talking about making groups equal groups, so 4 equal groups, for example. Today, I'm going to be thinking about groups of, and I'm going to show you a method and talk about kind of the sentence I would use to help me with that in just a bit. Okay, right then. So if we've recapped dividing a 2-digit by 1-digit, we should be nice and ready to go on to dividing a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. Okay, so firstly, we can see here, I've made up a number. It's got 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 5 ones. That is the same as 565. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this, and I am going to show you how I would do it practically with counters and how I would write it. The sentence stem I want you guys to remember today is, and I like to sing it, how many groups of can I make? Okay, now this is whatever I'm dividing by. Okay, so in this question, I'm dividing by 5. Therefore, my question is, how many groups of 5 can I make? All right, perhaps you can chant that back at me. Okay, so if I look at my hundreds, remember I start on the left, I work right. How many groups of 5 can I make out of 5 hundreds? Nice and easy. I can make 1 group. Okay, I can make 1 group of 5. Right, next one. How many, I've got 6 tens. How many groups of 5 can I make out of my 6 tens? Again, I can make 1 group, but this time you can see I've got 1 10 left over. Okay, now that 1 10 I can translate. I'm going to use my highlighter to try and cheat here. 1 10 translates to 10 ones. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, right, so now then the question again is, how many groups of 5 can I make? So I'm going to do 1 group here. That's 1. I'm going to do, this one's going to be a funny group. There you go. There's another 5. And then finally, I've got another 5 left here. So that is 3 groups of 5 left, and I haven't got anything left over. So 565 divided by 5 would equal 113. Now, if I show you over here how I do that, so let me just get rid of that answer. I can show you a way to do it that's quicker than drawing out your place value counters, okay? So we call this, some of you might recognise it, particularly parents if you're watching, the bus stop method is how I've always been taught it, just because this bit looks a little bit like a bus stop, okay? But again, I'm doing 565, the number I'm dividing by the number I'm dividing it by 5 on the outside. And again, I start over here. I start in my hundreds. Right, so the question is, how many groups of 5 can I make out of 5? I can make 1 group of 5 with nothing left over. How many groups of 5 can I make out of 6? Again, if I've got 6, I can make 1 group of 5, and then I'm going to have 1 left over, which I'm going to carry. With this method, I carried it over. I made the place value counters. With this one, I've just carried the 1 over to turn the 5 into 15. Yeah? So you can see it's kind of floating in the air here. So now, instead of 5 ones, I've got 15 ones. How many groups of 5 can I make out of 15? The answer is 3. Okay, can you guys see that? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, the idea of grouping is my preferred method. It's the method that we will use most in year 5. However, I know some of you, for sharing, particularly when we've got counters, we can see sharing is the easier option to kind of see. Okay, but for today, we're thinking of how many groups of. All right. So let's have a go. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this using my counters, and I'm going to do it with this method, and I'm going to let you decide which way you like best. Okay, now one final thing I'm going to suggest is that when I'm dividing, particularly when I'm using this formal method over here, what I like to do is I like to make sure I've got my the times table of whatever I'm dividing by close to hand. Now for some of you, you might have them in your head ready to rumble. For some of you, you might think, actually, let's get my times tables written down and that should help me. But we'll look at that in just a minute. Okay, so it says draw the place value counters to divide 568 by 4. Okay, so I've got my counters here. My only worry is they're probably going to be a bit big to fit in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my trusty highlighter instead. Okay, so I need 5 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need, so 68, so 6 tens, they are yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I need 8 ones green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so can you guys remember what the number said? Not the number sentence, the sentence I said was going to help us here. Can you remember? How many groups of can I make? Now, what's going to be that Okay, what am I actually dividing by here? 4. So how many groups of 4 can I make? So this first one, let's get back to my pen. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 5? Nice and easy. I can see I've got 1 equal group there. Yep. And then I've got 100 left over, which I'm going to transfer. Remember, 100 will be the same as 10 tens. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So again, back to the original question. How many groups of can I make? I am going to make. Oh, no, that's my mistake. I'm making 4, aren't I? How many groups of 4 can I make? So there, there, and there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. And then I've got 8 here. How many groups of 4 can I make? I can make 2 equal groups. So the answer should be 142. Let's check using my formal method. So 4, how many groups of 4 can I make out of 5? I can make 1 group. I'm going to have 1 left over. Out of 16, I can make 4 groups. Out of 8, I can make 2 groups. Okay, so what I want you to do, pause me, have a go at these 2 questions here using either of the methods above. All right. hopefully you got these answers, troops. Okay, so let's have a look. How many? I'm just worrying about my timings here. No, we're good. We've got loads of time. So true or false, 232 divided by 4 equals 51. Partition the number to support your calculations. Again, just an opportunity for me to show you a different method here. You might not necessarily use it. Now, partitioning is simply when we break a number down into different parts. We take the whole, we do it into parts. So for 232, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it into 232. If I wanted, I could do 230 and 2. But as I'm dividing by 4, I've got a feeling doing it just to this will help me better. So 200 divided by 4. I know 20 divided by 4 is 5. Therefore, 200 divided by 4 will be 50. And then I've got 32 divided by 4 is going to be 8. If I put these two together, the answer would be 58. So, in answer to the question, true or false, the answer would be false. It's not 51. The answer is instead 58. Okay. Again, perhaps if you wanted to, you could explore answering a question like this. It really does just depend on what feels right for you, what gives you the correct answers, and what is most comfortable for you. Like I said, I like grouping way more than sharing between. Okay. Right, okay, so we got some true or false statements here, and some of them are going to take a little bit of exploring. So I'm going to have a go at statement A. You guys are then going to have a go at statement B and C. So statement A is, I can divide 246 equally by 4 and 6. So it's asking me to see, can I divide it equally by 4? Can I do it by 6? If I test it, so 246, I'm going to use my short method rather than drawing it all out. And I'd recommend you guys do the same for yours. So, how many groups of 4 can I make out of 2? I can't actually make any, so really important. I'm going to put my 0 in to hold the place. That 2 gets carried over, so now I've got 24 in the tens. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 24? 6. And how many groups, and there's nothing left over. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 6? I can make 1 group and then I'm going to have 2 left over. So straight away, actually, I don't need to go any further. The statement was, I can divide 246 equally with no remainders by 4 and 6. Is that correct? No, it's not. Let's just check my answer here. It's false. Yeah, it cannot be divided by 4. All right. Have a quick go then at statement B, statement C. See what you get and then come back to me. All right. Right. Statement B was true. So all you had to do was work out the division there. 459 divided by 9. Hopefully you got 51. And statement C is also true. If you did 728 divided by 7, you'd have got 104 divided by 8, 91, both with no remainders. So it can be done equally. Okay. So like I said, lots and lots of practice in here for you guys to have a go at. Right, final thing for you to do then is, firstly, if you all want to have a go at tackling the fluency for me, it's only 5 questions. So for those of you that are feeling confident, it shouldn't take you very long. And it just gives you a chance to, like I said, work out what method is best for you. Once you've done this, if you would like to, have a look. We've got some problem solving and reasoning questions on the website. Have a go at that. Tomorrow, I think I'm doing dividing 4 digits by a 1 digit with you guys. Therefore, this will be a really good building block to go before it. All right. Good luck. If anybody is struggling and thinking, I'm really not sure what this method is, drop me a message. I can send through a worked example or something to try and support you as best as I can. All right. Take it steady, Eddies. Final thing, what I'll do is I will give you, you can pause me here. I'll reveal the answers there behind this cheeky little pink rectangle. I'll reveal the answers for you to mark your work, okay? Right, here are your answers, my friends. Hopefully you got those. If you didn't, and again, you're stuck on your marvellous mistake, drop me an email, send me through. Really helpful if you show me what your workings were, because that helps me spot the marvellous mistake and we can fix it together. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.